596 says, hey, John.
Hey.
Deal with 1111 says, hi, John.
Hello to you. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I mean 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. You guys hear me okay? Let me know if this thing is working.
Bigot 2022 says, hi, all.
Hello.
Sarah S. 2000 says, hello, John.
Hello to you.
How's the audio, guys? Can you hear me okay? New mic.
It's all the same fire.
All right, there's already a grass fire on the surf side. I bet no one is surprised by that.
KikiCat 1961 says audio's pretty bad, echoey and shaky. L. Davis 95 says everyone wear Googles to keep the bugs out of your eyes.
So audio is
Kim Turner 88 says good morning all John, Pam, and Trunkies. Kim Turner 88 says audio is echoing. BandMom 2024 says the sound didn't sound good.
Of course not. Why would a $168 mic sound good? Of course not. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why a $168 mic would not sound good. Hold on.
Hold on, I'm going to treat up the movement.
2010 service, I'm going to take it from the beach side. That's clear, we'll stay. Thank you.
Bigot 2022 says good.
Now it's not echoey? Can you guys hear me okay? Can anyone hear me? I need to know if it's echoing still. I gotta take this mic back.
BandMom 2024 says yes, there's still an echo.
Of course there is. All right. No matter what we do, guys. No matter what we do.
She told me it was on Avenue B.
L. Davis 95 says you sound like you're in a barrel to me.
Of course I do.
Kim Turner 88 says can hear you okay, but radio echo.
So I sound fine. But the scanner sounds like crap?
Craigie Boy 2 million says, hi John, how's you made and can I have a hell yeah brother?
Hell yeah, brother. Let me listen to it myself.
KikiCat 1961 says, John, you sound like you're in an echo chamber. BandMom 2024 says, no, it does sound like you're in a barrel.
All right, well, let me throw this $168 mic in the trash.
number.
Alright guys, I'll throw the $168 microphone trash when I get home. That's a waste of fucking time and money.
TTCat 1961 says just return it.
236.
Looking for an access point.
Yeah, I'm gonna return it, alright.
At the Domino's parking lot, code violation.
McDonald's parking lot.
Krabsy says don't throw please.
I might as well fucking take it off me. That's a waste of fucking time, money.
Bruja 210 says hello family.
Hello, happy 4th of July. Happy Treason Day, everyone. Yeah, if this were 1776, everyone would be running around hollering, you should have just complied. Obey the law.
Bruja 210 says happy birthday America. Boba Fett 271 says happy 4th John Pam and Trunkies.
How do they have a city ordinance violation at McDonald's?
Driving that grass over there between the hotel and Olive Garden again. I'm not sure if y'all heard about that.
So tired of spending money. on shit
Dashing
before.
Dasher TX says John the First would stay clear of downtown Lake Jackson for right now.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Bayou Preppers 1 says John you are in the same mood that I am in now.
Well, I try to spend money for top of the line a microphone, and you guys can't say it sounds like a fucking echo. So
Come on down towards Paragraph.
it's just frustrating.
Bruja 210 says it's Beeb so busy in my ghetto my neighbor stabbed and killed my other neighbor. Craigie Boy 2 million says John and Pam I hope you two wonderful people have had a wonderful day and the rest of the weekend.
236 tonight. I didn't hear any shots fired on Washington either. You shot me back.
Come on, guys. Shots fired calls, really? Yeah, we'll go the
Boba
other.
Fett 271 says happy birthday John feel better.
So the 66 of final contact from Nightfall.
About underscore Chris says howdy John, happy 4th.
And clear, show me back in.
Bayou Preppers 1 says always film wild boars.
That man should
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of
arrested
fireworks calls, guys. That makes me so mad that a microphone that I thought was gonna work perfect, according to all the reviews, according to all the research I did, and I get on and the first thing say is sounds like you're echoing. That's all right. We'll just use the default microphone.
Boba Fett 271 says Mr. Destructoid 1 Mr. Destructoid 1 Mr. Destructoid 1 Mr. Destructoid 1 Mr. Destructoid 1. Stream Elements says Boba Fett 271 just cheered 5 bits.
Thank you so much for the 5 bits.
Boba Fett 271 says Swift Rage 1 Swift Rage 1 Swift Rage 1 Swift Rage 1 Swift Rage 1. Bandmom 2024 says I'm sorry John, the first wasn't trying to get you upset or mad.
No,
Stream Element
if it
says
doesn't work, it
Boba
doesn't
Fett
work.
271 just cheered 5 bits. Willem Top says head to Lake Jackson. Willem Top says fireworks are over.
I don't want to get stuck in the traffic. I'm gonna let it clear out a little bit.
Suspicious person's call. It's going to be in the middle of 1.
Craigie Boy 2 million says, are we going on kick tonight, John Mate?
Yeah. It's not time yet. You do 2 hours here first.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear.
All right. So county's using event 1. Get you treasonous firework poppers.
White males, 1 white female.
Bruja 210 says perhaps it's a defective microphone. Boba Fett 271 says not like this one, not like this one, not like this one, not like this one, not like this one. Stream Elements says Boba Fett 271 just cheered 5 bits.
Thank you so much.
Willem Top says don't go on kick tonight. It has too many glitches.
Oh, really?
4204 location appointed. Are you referring to the subjects that the deputy checked out on?
What kind of glitches? Oh, we better stop at this light.
Utility trench.
Understand?
Troll Lincoln 9, John 790, Troll Lincoln 979. 0. We're going to be stopped at Damien's on Plantation.
Craigie Boy 2 million says okay, I was just wondering so then I don't fall asleep till then, mate.
I wasn't sure if you were trying to get a hold of us.
Count.
Trevor Watts 596 says thanks for the combos.
Thank you, guys.
Ross TK19 says cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer
Thank you,
100,
Ross.
cheer 100.
Thank you so much.
Stream Elements says a Ross 2K19 just cheered 400 bits.
Thank you for the 400
Willem
bits.
Top says it just kept cutting in and out last night.
So good.
Hey, I have 19 on another fireworks spawn. I have 14 out with lifelike jackals. We can do in the area of.
If you guys look at the scanner, right?
Trevor Watts 596 says I didn't have issues last night with kick. The homeless Nana says happy 4th Trunkies. Everyone stay safe tonight.
So if you look,
Larakaganius says hello.
hello. So if you guys look at the online scanner tonight and January and New Year's Eve are my busiest nights. Everybody listens to the scanner to find out where the cops are, so they can do their fireworks, or if they're coming for them.
That's fair. The other fireworks are going to be between 700 and the 700 block between 950.
Be advised, all fire and EMS units will be clear of LZ30 return to service.
Is it raining? It's raining. What? You guys would have had to come inside anyway. Hopefully it's just a little shower.
39 trucks over you.
The homeless Nana says, oh geez, it sounds like a war zone out here. I live in the county law.
Okay.
Yeah, there were so many people listening to the scanner. There were so many people listening to the scanner, I didn't want to restart
Boba
it.
Fett 271 says, was there flooding in Texas today?
In Kerrville, yeah, it was a river flood. Devastating, man, devastating.
The homeless Nana says, yes, Boba Fett. The homeless Nana says, so sad. Still kids missing from camp.
Yeah, saw that.
Trevor Watts 596 says we have enough gas tonight, John.
We have 273 miles.
Boba Fett 271 says kids missing.
Yeah. I did see a helicopter landing and a whole bunch of little girls jumping off of it. Getting off of it. They looked like they were having fun on the helicopter, so. Other than what they've been through.
Got some visual floods.
Trevor Watts 596 says, dang, this place is packed.
Yeah, I need you guys on
The
your
homeless Nana says, is this a big night for you, John?
It's usually a night
The
of
homeless
firework
Nana
calls.
says Bucky's is popping. Boba Fett 271 says kids were all 16.
I saw it looked like younger kids with me. What do I know? Alright, I'm gonna turn on subscriber only chat because I don't think I did that. I didn't want someone saying something dumb in here. No, subscriber only voice. You guys can chat all you want. Hold on.
2015 Chevy from April 25. I feel like subject out of San Antonio is clear about.
All right.
Dashing Dasher TX says there are still 23 girls all ages 6 to 8 years old still missing.
Still missing?
Boba Fett 271 says 16 is what I thought I seen. The homeless Nana says you sound tired, John. You
First,
okay?
I'm mad about my mic, but I'll get over it. I'll get over it. I'm mad at my mic. I spent $168 for and didn't work.
Mom 2024 says there were younger kids at the camp too.
I'm mad about my mic. How's it going?
Bruja 210 says guys keep in mind the store is really busy. There are kids in the store. At 1960 years old would be the counselor. Boba Fett 271 says oh maybe it was the number of kids damn. Sweet Gator says wow that is a lot of.
Alright guys, we're gonna go with sweet tea tonight.
Sweet Gator says film 50.
Always record the police.
Bayou Preppers 1 says Dr. Pepper please.
I got you. Got you, Dr. Pepper.
You're the wrong one. I got it. I'm the one that said he can be.
Bruja 210 says can you grab me a sweet tea also?
I got you. You got sweet tea.
I am the man says busy night tonight, John.
It's gonna be a busy night, yes. I'm good tonight.
The homeless Nana says I need a Diet Coke.
129. Have a wonderful
Plastic
night.
72 says John farted.
I did not.
Craigie Boy 2 million says hi cashier, hope your night's going good and have a wonderful day. Kim Turner 88 says hey cashier, have a great night. Bruja 210 says
Guys,
thanks John, the first
guys, put it in the
asked
chat.
Dasher to get me one and he said I wasn't allowed to have it. Plastin 72 says hello John, how are you doing tonight sir?
I'm doing wonderful.
Happy 4th.
Happy Treason Day to you.
Trevor Watts 596 says do we have the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Kim Turner 88 says always film 50. Dashing Dasher TX says John, what time did the fireworks start in LJ?
I'm not sure.
Boba Fett 271 says always film 50. Sweet Gator says John, would you say 4 is of the busiest day?
This day is usually a lot of.
Claston72 says always film 5-0.
This day is usually a lot of.
271 says let's get to work.
Let's get to work. This day is usually a lot of fireworks calls. And then the later it goes, the weirder it gets. People start fighting at the parties.
First confirmed on the 13th, Nissan runway of 26, Fernandez, service from Florence, 2-0.
It's gonna take forever to get out of here.
42, 144, you can go ahead and open it.
That's what we open it.
The bread pusher says B-Day 1000, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, happy birthday.
Bread pusher, thank
Stream
you so
Element
much.
says the bread pusher just cheered 1500 bits.
Thank you so
Kim
much.
Turner 88 says we all like the weird law.
Yeah. Alright, Lake Jackson already has a fire call somewhere.
Claston72 says happy birthday, John.
River Oaks Drive. 214 River Oaks Drive behind the town property. Town 2134.
We'll go around.
Alright, lots of grass fires already, and it's raining.
Whatever you can, just look like it's right there.
Yeah, the fire department stay busy too. No, don't throw your fireworks in the garbage until they're completely out. That's usually what happens is trash cans start setting on fire. I mean, of course, I'm supposed to say don't do fireworks at all because we're not free, really.
Rush 1 and out. This is what you're talking about? 4. Confirmed address. Already on scene.
WTXKDD says today is Karen's favorite day.
Right?
Mirage _zone says what up, chat.
It is like the Super Bowl for Karens. It is. Go look on the. If you guys go look on the online scanner on YouTube, look how many people are watching right now. There's usually like 5 or 6, maybe. I bet there's like 12. And sometimes as it gets later, it'll go up to like 30. Everybody's a rebel today.
WTXKDD says they going it's like 20 people.
Oh, it's going through.
Stream Elements says Dashing Dasher TX just subscribed for 4 months in a row.
Dasher with the subscription. Thank you, man. Dasher, you been busy today?
Joshua Jim says how's thereby doing?
Everybody, I'm doing wonderful, except for the fact I spent a lot of money.
Bill Free says hey John, Pam and Trunkies. WTXKDD says 16 people.
16? Alright. So there's never that many people on there.
Aros2K19 says cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100.
Thank you so
Stream
much.
Elements says Aros2K19 just cheered 300 bits.
Thank you so much, Ross.
Bayou Preppers 1 says 17 to Atching.
Bayou, you know there's never that many people in there. Watch. It'll get later. People have figured out to go listen to
Trevor Watts 596 says hopefully you can get your money back for the mic.
I'm gonna make it work. It's supposed to work. It's something I did wrong. I just don't have time to adjust it right now. I also tried Bluetooth, and I can make a direct connection. I should try that. I might actually make you guys wait while I do that.
Tweaker999999 says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Element says Tweaker999999 just cheered 3 bits.
Thank you for the 3 bits.
She didn't advise us there was any injuries. She wasn't there. She's actually a neighbor that saw. She said she didn't ask if her.
We got a hype train, guys, already.
But she said she wasn't too sure if they spoke English. But she said they seemed okay.
Laid off janitor says, hey guys, 10,000.
Thank you so much.
Stream Elements says, laid off janitor just cheered 10,000 bits.
Thank you so much.
Trevor Watts 596 says, did my first Twitch stream today. It was okay. I finally got Stream Elements working. Gamerage_zone says fireworks will go off and one Karen might call in and say OMG there is someone shooting. Then the cop shows up and be like, oh, it's a firework. Dashing Dasher TX says, I've done a few grocery orders and a few for Dash orders. Right now trying to let the future felons watch some fireworks before I turn them back over to their warden.
Poor future felons. It's raining, guys. Wasn't expecting that. That could dampen the party. Just a little bitty, few sprinkles, so no big deal. Alright, let's lock in. Let's listen to the scanner. If you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're listening to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions. Get you guys plugged in on the good battery so we can go longer.
TikiCat1961 says it'll help with the grass fires.
Yeah, sure.
Say that the vehicle struck. Good.
Bandmom 2024 says I wouldn't be surprised if a call comes in over where I live cause we just saw some fireworks go off and you can actually see them over here.
Yeah, they'll be everywhere.
Through the grass to one Bayou Drive, making my way to the premises where the fire was reported. You told us to 13, but I'm right down the road, I'll take it.
The bread pusher says cheer 1000, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100.
Bread pusher, thank you.
Stream Element says the bread pusher just cheered 1500 bits.
Let's go, guys. We got a hype train.
Clear.
Level, what level is that hype train?
Except for a yellow guy just parked by the old field house.
I'd had to move you guys
Ruka
anyway.
210 says, does the police shut down private fireworks there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be all night. We could literally go to Freeport right now and just follow them between party to party.
TikiCat1961 says Cheerwell 100, Cheerwell 100, Cheerwell 100.
Thank you.
Stream Element says TikiCat1961 just cheered 300 bits.
Thank you so much for the 300 bits.
Fires out here.
We got horses on the screen now. Horses and popcorn.
Trevor Watts 596 says thank you for the combos. Vanmom 2024 says my kids are outside in the parking lot watching the fireworks.
Oh no, he's making a return.
Trevor Watts 596 says level 7 hype train.
Level 7, let's go, guys, let's go.
Bruja 210 says wow, my neighbor has been setting them off for 2 hours straight.
Well, just know they'll eventually run out of fireworks and money.
William David Sands 5185. William David Sands 5185.
Kakisper says happy 4th of July everyone.
There's some more
Harley
horses.
Chic 77,541 says it's crazy over here in Freeport. Sounds like a war zone by my house.
Simple.
Kakisper says cheer 100.
Thank you so
Stream
much,
Element
Kakisper.
says Kakisper just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you so much.
Aros 2K19 says cheer 100, cheer 100.
We got more horses.
Stream Element says Aros 2K19 just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you so much. We got more
Bruja
horses.
210 says police here don't do anything about it.
In Clute, the fire marshal goes around. Gives you a ticket. He'll be out in force tonight.
Lake Jackson.
Bruja 210 says I'll be back in a
Unable
few.
to locate any fire behind one Bayou Road from one property line to the next. We'll fire this week there back in service.
Alright. Lake Jackson got toned out for a fire. There's not a fire.
I still don't get a call on the line advising that There's still an inconvenience directly behind 214 River Oaks Drive.
Let's go check out
They confirmed that
288.
they saw my red and blue lights extinguished, and then the second call out, truck, Surfside
Surfside is really busy. Fire department anyway.
William Bush Rank, 589, Gray Ford, and Personal Department.
Willem Top says, does Lake Jackson still have the road shut down?
I don't know.
Stream
I didn't go
Element
there.
says Claudia 26,983 just subscribed.
Thank you so much.
Stream Element says Med underscore Ass 29 just subscribed. Stream Element says Dre 3 Stack underscore just subscribed. Stream Element says Kylene 25 just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Element says 123 ELB 456 just subscribed. Stream Element says Stonerboy 13 just subscribed. Stream Element says RWH 5055 just subscribed. Stream Element says Ruby 050609111 just subscribed. Stream Element says Midnight's RTO1 just subscribed.
Laid off janitor. Thank
Stream
you so
Element
much.
says Caleb Frost 332 just subscribed. Stream Element says Aiden 850 XMR just subscribed. Stream Element says One Only of All just subscribed. Stream Element says Carrie 1117 just subscribed. Stream Element says Mothertoad 94 just subscribed. Stream Element says Karen 4250 just subscribed.
We got our own Karen.
Stream Element says TJJJJI just subscribed. Stream Element says Infectious 37 just subscribed. Stream Element says Bullshead XX just subscribed. Stream Element says Shiasti Dylan just subscribed. Stream Element says Shadow Pop just subscribed. Stream Element says Fru Franzen just subscribed. Stream Element says Somewhere TX just subscribed. Stream Element says Rawls underscore Al underscore Gold just subscribed. Stream Element says Inkmyth just subscribed. Stream Element says Galeness just subscribed. With Life 420 says Hey John.
Hey.
Trevor Watts
Thank you so much.
596 says Laid Off with 25 gifted
Thank
subs.
you so much for the 25
With
gifted.
Life 4 Fun 20 says Hey Pam. That Page Girl 3 says Dang Laid Off Janitor.
Thank you.
Willem Top says Does Lake Jackson still have roads shut down?
I don't
Stream
know.
Element says Baja underscore R1 just subscribed. Stream Element says Gerlito just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Element says
Red
Given
Butcher.
Brain just subscribed.
With 5. Thank
Stream
you.
Element says Broxox just subscribed. Stream Element says Kirstibrat just subscribed. DJ Talk 7 says Happy 4th everyone. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says Happy birthday to USA. Trevor Watts 596 says The Bread Pusher with 5 gifted.
Thank you so much for that.
Tanker 1, 1450 or brush. Y'all gonna need water?
Trevor Watts 596 says Level 9 Hype Train.
Level 9, let's go, guys.
Kirstibrat says thank you so much. Aros 2K19 says cheer 100. Stream Element says Aros 2K19 just cheered 100
100
bits.
bits, thank you.
22 to stop.
23, 22, the stop. Alright, we got a little rain. I'm not gonna melt though.
94451, repeating 94451.
How you doing, man? Are you thinking warning like I'm thinking warning? All right, good, good. I won't tell them. I won't. All right, all right. Happy Treason Day. I mean, 4th of July. Oh, man. I don't have time for that. You guys, nothing to see here. That's not a firework. That's not a firework. It's not a firework. I didn't see nothing.
1450 Rush. If you head to Jackson
I see
Oaks
nothing.
and River Oaks, just past 115 Jackson Oaks, there should be some movement. It's unknown if the vid might have a break there or not.
Cakesper says Happy 4th of July, officer.
The farms for a grass fire.
Trevor Watts 596 says Level 10 Hype Train.
Let's go, guys. Well, you guys are.
Yeah, we got a pretty good little fire moving north, away from exposures. We'll definitely be off water.
Country Boy
Lake Jackson has a fire.
23123 says America.
America. Land of the free.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, I don't hear any fireworks, do you, John?
I don't hear any
Laid
fireworks.
off janitor says cheer 1,000.
Laid off janitor with
Element
1,000
says
bits.
laid
How
off
are you?
janitor just cheered 1,000 bits.
What was the reason for the stop, man?
You said I wrote this.
Allegedly. Happy 4th of July to you.
23,123 says everyone, if you see John Gray, that means shut up and don't say anything.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Alright.
We're going to have to make access to this gate and go all the way down. There appears to be on satellite large drainage ditch, but there should be access to it. It's going to be about a 15...
Tweaker 999999 says,
It's a
Ford
warning,
Stack
everyone.
Patrol. Country Boy 23,123 says never talk to police.
Bet we're going right next door, if I had to guess. Gotta get back to my car. There's a traffic jam right now, guys. There's a traffic jam. Alright. I didn't see no
Country Boy
fireworks.
23,123 says never consent to a search.
Never. Alright, that's bad parking. That's bad parking. Let's get out of here before they catch me. That's horrible parking. I want to see if he was going to go right next door.
Country Boy 23,123 says -2.
It's bad. I get the 2 for putting in park. Don't forget about the 2 for just putting in park. Oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on.
Country Boy 23,123 says, is this C Notes Shift John?
No. It's not. They won't be around for about 2 more months on nights while I'm streaming anyway. Dang, my phone over here that I use the voice is like 3 levels deep in the settings.
Trevor Watts 596 says, is big scanner on John?
Not yet.
Yes, ma'am. Can you contact Angleton and
Country Boy 23,123 says okay 2 for putting it in park. Okay, you get a -4.
That's clear. Do you need manpower and water this time?
Alright, where do they need this?
I need 2 off-road trucks so that they can cross the pretty significant drainage ditch and get over here.
Alright, there is a fire in Lake Jackson.
We need to be able to catch it with our brush, but I need 2 trucks from Angleton. Their way.
WTXKDD says 21 people on the online scanner.
Yeah.
You can cross it. This ground's pretty small. We can catch it if you get over here.
Country Boy 23,123 says they gonna be busy
That's
tonight.
where we got the key.
Alright, so Angleton is going to be like, you sure you want us?
Shaggy Stoner 4,994 says Shamrock 100.
Let's go.
Stream Elements says Shaggy Stoner 4,994 just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you so much, 100 bits. What level is
Live
that?
Life 4 Fun 20 says John, let's go to the fire.
Level 10. It's in the middle of a field. That's why they're calling Angleton. They need a brush truck. I don't see any.
Trevor Watts 596 says John, you're working extra hours tonight.
Just for 43, Miller's advising the mill has attempted suicide 2 other times this month.
I am the man says, can you come to Freeport, John, and see how they're doing out here?
I will be.
We have 5 at station if you need it. 423. Yeah, you can bring me an engine out here. There's no apparatus that can get over here other than a brush truck.
See, that's why I'm not going to that, guys, because they can't get there with... Alright, they're going to tone out Angleton. We'll know the exact address. They can't get a fire truck in there, guys. So they can't get me in there.
Angleton Fire Department, all Angleton Fire Department. Like Jackson Fire Department is requesting brush trucks and manpower. Brush trucks and manpower.
Come on, give them the address. Come on, keep
Address
going.
is going to be 115 Jackson Oaks Drive, 115 Jackson Oaks Drive. It's going to be behind the Jackson Plant Station. Hang up to be clear, 2152 WTYU 758.
Yeah, the scanner's just crazy. No.
15, show me at 401, Evan.
Let's get the big scanner on. What do you guys think? Guys, thank you so much for that hype train. That was level 10. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Bigic 2023 says big fire in Lake Jackson requesting Angleton.
Yep, I can't get there. It's a grass fire, just so you know.
I am the man says the scanner jumping tonight, John.
Yep, I got it. Put it on the big scanner so we can hear it.
Show us off of the scene and off to Conroe, HCA. We got 4 souls on board, 2 plus 2 on the fuel. We're getting about 20 minutes in route.
Says there's 3 police on scene there.
5616, can you call in the dispatch?
Service 11 item 2 of this one, Lord 220, going to Conroe.
I'm sorry, Almanza.
Jackson.
Attention, welcome to ZMS, West Plaza ZMS. Ambulance requested West State Highway 332 and County Road 532. Going for an unknown accident. West State Highway 332 and County
Bigic
Road
2023 says
532.
head-on collision between Lake
County
Jackson
getting
and
Lake
Brazoria
Jackson
on
fire.
332.
2154.
Okay, please.
Stay right here.
I'm clear on that mistake.
Did you just see it, or they say it on the scanner?
County accident,
12 minutes.
I'm clear on that mistake.
you guys which one's still
intersection of Highway 330 West and County Road 532. Time 10:21:55.
42 for show me back here. Multiple citation.
TPCAT 1960.
Andrew 14, we're going to have to transition to rescue for that accident. Level 4, Bush 1, level 4, everyone. Go ahead, Bush 1. Hey, what's your status?
Are we clear to exit our post?
That's clear. When you make steam,
2023
stays on the road behind my unit, we're going to run a supply line to the bus truck.
Okay.
4 station on foot behind your unit.
Fire's going to take a little bit to get to that accident. They're out in the middle of a field.
It's going to be a minute.
Willem Top says, does Lake Jackson have the roads open yet?
I would think so. I don't know.
Go ahead for 1450.
I know the fireworks show is over because I can tell by the.
When you have the second, can you public serviceman? It's going to be a minute.
I've been avoiding Lake Jackson.
2023 says not just the can.
Alright, they're going to tone out Brazoria Fire too for that accident.
Category 192, Parkview, Wisconsin.
Attention Brazoria Fire Department, attention Brazoria Fire Department. Have a 1050 unknown.
Here, so 1713. Show me out at the trading post security truck.
Next one, please.
Attention Brazoria Fire Department, attention Brazoria Fire Department. Have a 1050 unknown, an unknown accident at West State Highway 332 and County Road
Kim Turner 88 says it going to get crazy tonight,
State
John.
Highway 332 and County Road 532. Time 12:21:57.
We'll be in route.
Alright, do we go to this accident?
Area 5336 Wilborn Court.
What's that?
31. Correct, so 532.
County Road 330, check that.
Not forward.
532. That's clear, thank you. We'll be en route. Be en route to County Road 330, check that. 332 and County Road 532.
Thank you, sir.
That wire's out there flapping, but it ain't touching anything, so I'm gonna let it flap.
Liverpool Fire Engine 1 on scene.
Yeah, people made up the Water Highway on
Traffic.
Go ahead.
I'm speaking to Father man. We advise that his son is not full and he's walking around somewhere in the complex.
Pilot, can you repeat your traffic?
220.
Kim Turner 88
I'm
says.
speaking to Father man. We advise that his son is not home and he's walking around somewhere in the complex.
I'm a little mad about a new mic I bought that didn't work. But I tried to attach it via Bluetooth. I'm gonna try another way to attach it tomorrow. And if it doesn't work, then it goes back. But I'm gonna let it go and we're just gonna do our show. How about that? As a matter of fact, I already forgot about it.
If you check on traffic, I think your radio is switching between dispatch 1 and 1.
To get our flapper.
Vegasper says.
It's going to be Highway lane.
We got an pump failure, so we can figure it out and over here to get our flappers.
This little guy up here going 4 miles an hour.
Engine 14, I'm clear. Stay again last. Our pump is dead in the water.
Texas 28, entering.
Engine, please.
Entering, north, bearing 240.
Forces on board, 1+25 on the fuel.
Probably.
That's clear. If you could put your radio up next to that 1.
Entering, north, bearing 8140.
Y'all have that faithful end of the hose.
Clear. That's clear.
That's 42.
It wasn't very clear to me.
Unknown color or model. First 2 is in
Angleton,
How many?
Angleton just now got those 2 brush trucks on the way.
Where's the altitude?
There. Determine 908 on scene.
620, not finding a return for that one.
Where's the altitude?
There.
We hold traffic at Lake Road 2004 area. We need to get out and go to that call. Clear. 402, 444.
620, not finding a return for that
We have
unit.
no traffic here. Clear.
Lake Road and
Engine 11, Rushmore.
Yes, sir.
What else? Please, sir. Engine 11, Rushmore. They stop at the pavilion and see what else they need. Please, sir.
Well, like 2 will be looking for South Base.
I don't know if I want to go to this accident or not. I think we'll get stuck there.
Ranger 1 for y'all location.
What do you guys think?
West Street in Robert 4. Calling Station 1.
Also, there's going to be no place to park without getting ran over ourselves.
I'm here for Station 1. Alright, got one vehicle accident. The vehicle left the scene of the accident.
Oh.
There'll be no entrapment.
No entrapment.
Gonna have some debris and need help with
Kim
traffic
Turner
control.
88 says leave accident John.
Yeah. And also, they just said that is a one-car vehicle, no entrapment. And
The homeless Nana says where is it at?
on 332,
Go ahead, 11.
in between Lake Jackson and Brazoria. They said one of the people left the accident.
Gonna have some debris, need help with traffic
Joshigen
control.
says it's gonna be a wreck.
One-lane block.
Right. There's going to be a possibly intoxicated man who hit the
Respiratory
barrier.
failure?
The car is going to be crushed in.
All right, let's go to Freeport.
Heart rate 69. Blood pressure 128 over
All right, intoxicated man.
7% on the ventilator.
From July 25, count 4 out of Lake Jackson is clear now.
The barrier, the front of the car is going to be crushed in.
Front of the car is crushed in.
The homeless Nana says they are all talking over each other.
Yes,
Wrong.
I agree. I know it's hard to lock in. Really hard. It's so busy right now.
Insurance confirmed on 2016 Honda from July 25. Count 4 out of Lake Jackson is clear and valid.
I heard a call in Freeport that's got my attention.
The homeless Nana says my ADHD can't deal, haha.
I get it.
Charge to 3 line.
Well,
Popping fireworks in the street over there.
Engine 14 on
Kim
scene.
Turner 88 says wow this scanner today lol who said Q word or U word.
no one said it.
This is
No
the
one said
water
it.
scene. It's out there in the middle of the field.
The problem is we have Brazoria Fire. God bless their hearts. They love to use the radio.
Charge to 3-1.
Engine 14 on scene. Get on. Engine 12 out.
Trevor Watts 596
It's
says
at the
what's the
water
call
scene.
in Freeport
It's out there in the
John.
middle of the field.
The homeless Nana says they are so loud too.
Yes, and they have to yell like, "Hey, I'm not talking bad about them. Just so you know, I'm not talking bad about the fire department." just
Trevor
so you
Watts
know.
596 says y'all love to yell they're loud. Kim Turner 88 says the scanner is a ditchy nightmare.
It's bad. It'll calm down a little bit.
Willem Top says does Lake Jackson have 2004 opened by Dunbar Park?
The
The
I'm not
homeless
going in
Nana
that
says
direction.
yeah it is. Dang.
I think so because the fireworks show is over. It should be everything in business as normal. I know that they had something close that they had Lake Road in 2004. I think that's where that fire is.
That's it, thank you.
I don't want to get on that highway. I want to stay down here. Yeah, I was hesitant to go into Lake Jackson until that fireworks show is done. So it's not my first rodeo. I know how the traffic is.
We're over here. We're going to grab a soccer.
All right, so this guy wrecked his
Star
car.
Disneyland says good evening. John, just wanted to come say happy 4th of July.
thank
Have
you.
a good night and be safe.
All right.
The homeless Nana says is there typically a lot of DUI calls tonight?
Yes. It started out early with firework call after firework call after firework call, and then it's just it gets weird. The later it gets, the weirder it gets.
2213 checking.
For example, already in Freeport, there's a guy who wrecked
Trevor
his car and
Watts
took off.
596 says what about the guy who wrecked his car?
It's in Freeport. I'm trying to get there. He wrecked his car and then he left.
Dangerous information.
Kim Turner 88 says can you turn scanner down maybe? The homeless Nana says I'm making some corn dip so I can stay up and watch haha.
not let them back here yet. I don't want anybody else to cross this line if we don't have to, and Brush is probably got this.
To the tennis information, looking at business residents, he's going to be floating around a complex somewhere. We'll be out
The
checking.
homeless Nana says, where is Pammy hiding?
She was at the fireworks show.
Them back here yet. I don't want anybody if we don't have to, and Brush is probably got this.
That's clear. I got 2 people heading out there. Another 50-foot, 1.5 inches, and another nozzle.
That's perfect. Put them right at the gated Y that we've been using. And that's where we're going to stage the people right now. We're going to let Brush dump this sink of water over here, and it should contain it.
Frank Charles, 1123. X-ray Frank Charles.
That's clear. Somebody's got to show them where the gated Y is at, the water safe.
That's clear. Lincoln firefighters standing by it. Only the firefighter.
X-ray Frank Charles, 1123. X-ray Frank Charles, 1123. Danico, Chevy Tahoe.
That was not Freeport. That was Lake Jackson EMS.
Country Boy 23,123 says, where is that cop?
602 Station 1, you have 1 standing by here.
That's EMS.
I am the man says, was that Lake Jackson?
Yeah, that was Lake Jackson EMS going to that fire. It's out in the middle of the field, so I'm not going to be able to get there, so.
Caller advised they saw the person drunk.
They saw the person drunk. The Hispanic man just left the bar, wrecked his car, and left.
Citizen, that's clear. Did they say he was walking towards anywhere? Or the caller advised that they saw the person.
Since what they stated, it was a Hispanic man that just left the bar, and that he's going to be very intoxicated.
Try to ascertain which is establishment.
500 Mike, 500 Mike.
Trying to figure out which establishment.
553 to 500 Mike.
Try to ascertain which is
Jim Turner 88 says, how can you tell if intoxicated law?
I think they...
Other than that, this one's going to be Dana.
In the road. Showing checking the area.
Kim Turner 88 says, is tonight where all Karens come alive law?
Second one's going to be Dana.
Person hybrid.
They're fine.
33, I'm good. Copy, I'll be.
14, do we have any pictures of that vehicle? That's what it is? Negative.
I didn't hear where it wrecked at.
92 weekly, you can describe.
I'm assuming it's going to be on either Grassport or Gulf.
33, I'm good. Copy, I'll be.
You're all clear for a code violation of the cemetery on Cemetery Road.
Stand north, George 9520. Stand north, George 9520. We got somebody else involved.
Did you those fireworks?
That's going to be on the direction.
Rest is clear on this regard.
Alright, so it looks like we got one of the fires under control.
And clear. It's going to be the street before Ringgold. I didn't see any at 201 on Madison.
Can you check for any previous convictions for DWI? What's your 20? We just turned on Lake Road. We're about to turn around if you're not on scene yet.
Bayou Preppers 1 says Big Brazoria County Hubs.
That's clear, turn right.
Position before you realize the address.
Hills Drive. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around.
10-4, we're going to turn around as well.
J36, check in the area.
We already out there. Back in service on our way back east.
Insurance verify mainly on 2013 Chevy Robinson, out of Lake Jackson, Fairville, July. The subject is going to be on probation. 223, quick for return.
Good.
Franklin is clear and valid. Insurance confirmed on a 2019 Chevrolet.
For ID for that.
Bruno 210 says, okay, I'm back. I'm not feeling well at all.
Hello. Well, you feel better soon?
I did for fireworks, but didn't see anyone popping them on Manhattan.
718, I'm unable to locate the DL for ID for that subject.
Can I get you back to the station, please?
Subject in house possibly.
That's clear. I'm in contact with someone at 203. He advised that he heard fireworks but didn't see anyone popping them on Manhattan.
9511.0.
So there's no ID.
Roger, sir.
Is there a smoke shot?
You heard a gunshot. There's going to be fireworks.
Okay, visual.
42, that history to include this address as well, 323.
We do have history with her, no, but there's still no ID.
I am the man says we got Karen's calling in
That's fair, looks like
fireworks.
you might have left his
Is
cell
there a
phone.
smoke shot?
Do you have his mugshot?
Bruno 210 says, I'm trying to stay hydrated, but I can't eat or drink anything.
For information, you do have a call working for a code violation.
42, that history can include this address as well, 323.
326? What?
10-4. That's clear. Looks like he might have left his cell phone on the porch.
Left his cell phone on the porch. Okay.
Super.
Angie 460 says, hey John and Trunkies.
Hey. So these firework calls will get less and less as the night goes on.
That's clear. Go ahead and show us them the route.
Callers at 515 McKinley.
I used to do this by myself. I didn't live stream it all the time. And all I would do is chase firework calls all night.
36 is going to be on Davidson Street.
Because I used to
Callers
just...
at 515
Dashing Dasher TX says, I'm back.
Welcome
Future
back.
felons had enough of the boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom.
clear.
Phone's answering the door. I don't hear anybody inside.
It looks like the lights inside the residence are
Country Boy
open.
23,123 says, looks like you will be out all night.
Green door.
707. Can y'all check my poor decisions?
Poor decisions, poor decisions.
That's good.
Dispatch, this is Life Flight 2. Can we get a patient report?
Multiple gunshots. I could hear it through the phone. Probably like right now. 49 Silver.
Alvin is calling in multiple gunshots, but it's fireworks. We already know. Alright, so just keep in mind, every firework you see, that's a criminal. Just so you know, that's a criminal.
Area, Old Galveston, North Gordon.
Alarm survived in that street. There's multiple gunshots. I could hear it through the phone. It sounded like firecrackers. 49 clear back. 49 clear.
447. Channel 10.
That's clear. I'm getting complaints over here as well.
Left like 2 night cruise control. Go for 2. Flight number 4424 4424. Medical ref number 150366464. Patient's a 26-year-old male, 58 kilos, with a right low rupture.
I am the man says, where did the wreck happen to John?
I don't know. There was so much traffic I couldn't tell, but I'm thinking over on the other side only because they said to check back by Poor Decisions. It sounds like the guy made a home witness house, but he left his cell phone on the front porch. They kind of know who he is. They have history with him. Doesn't have an ID, doesn't have a DL.
Dashing Dasher TX says, no way. You're telling me people actually launch fireworks on July 5th.
You know,
I just can't believe that.
I can't believe it either.
Down the road.
The nerve. Oh my God, they're doing fireworks. Alright, your world.
You want me to keep sending or hold?
Go ahead and cut water. We'll pull out those. Tire change. Back in public assist. Here.
You want me to keep sending or hold?
WTXKDD says, bruh, your Karen voice kills me.
Santiago Mendez De Leon.
I am the man says, probably drinking and driving and left the scene. 11 Shadow Spectre says, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Whipped Up Wishes says, hey y'all, happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
What was that male's name again?
There's a criminal over there.
Santiago Mendez De Leon.
Shaggy Stoner 4994 says, is that what those strange sounds are outside?
Yes.
I thought aliens were back.
Break, left flight 3, talk to engine 5 and make 2.
Roger, we're on this, we're over the top of the scene, we see the LZ and everything, I just can't hold anybody.
Bruja 210 says there were two ladies fighting over iced tea today in the grocery store and sadly employees were just watching.
Absolutely.
Gamer Zone says the same ones talking about the fireworks are probably the same people
bring the truck out this way. There's
not to celebrate the 4th. J Booty 1620 says I'm hearing fun shots all over the city right now, OMG. WTXKDD says all the bootlickers and Karens going be up all night doing
Is there any ditch straight towards you from Bush?
TX says seriously, when did we turn into a nation of Karens and make Karens also known as John? It's just a sad world now.
Yes.
Country Boy 23,123 says John Wash, your window please, it's a little blurry.
Okay.
Precinct.
What was the last time that we had contact with that?
Could you send it to my home service?
They said to check Poor Decisions, so
19 advised, we do
hopefully
not have
that's
a picture
better.
of the subject. He is not showing to have a driver's license, and we do not have any mug shots given in the system.
It looks like it's any March of this year. He was a victim.
What was the last time that we had contact with that subject?
Country Boy 23,123 says that's a lot better.
Don't have a driver's license or anything.
They're 714. It's going to be earlier this year.
That's far behind.
Thank you. It looks like it's in March of this year. He was the victim of
Garage underscore zone says get the Karens 100%. Matt set the fireworks off in their driveway.
If you walk in, they're going to be on the very back row, in between the very back building. It splits between the left building and the right building.
36, make contact on Davison. 10-8.
Appreciate it. We're just packing up right here.
We'll be heading that way.
It's on the side over there. If you walk in, they're going to be on the very back row, in between the very back buildings where it splits between the left building and the right building.
Show me around foot at 1325.
Be your last one. Send yours.
Copy that.
302.
Your red Chevy will be your last one. Send yours.
Copy that.
719 spoke to the staff at prison. They're advising that they didn't serve a gentleman by that name, nor did they have a overly intoxicated Hispanic.
Countryboy 23,123 says, what's going on this call, John?
They stopped by this bar to see if that guy was in here.
6510 10-4.
That's lifting weights, baking cakes over there. Everyone say hi.
Saying that they didn't serve a gentleman by that name, nor did they have a overly intoxicated Hispanic subject leave the bar recently.
This is advisor. We have a call for fireworks and firearms. 797.
Oh, like
29.
I want to see where he wrecked his car, though. I don't see it.
7.
That's under advisor. We have a call for fireworks, then we have a call for fireworks and discharge firearms.
That's bad. It's
Second out, diabetic call at the Gateway, 911 Rosenberry, unit number 324, Cross Street, West Plantation Drive. For 56-year-old male with high sugar levels, 2225. 34 receipts.
That's the PD College on Tom Zebra Victor.
There's going to be, since you heard fireworks and a weapon that was discharged, going to 900 block at Dixie.
Should be set. Yeah, that's right number.
As we celebrate our freedom, everybody's calling the government
on Tom Zebra Victor.
to let them know people are celebrating their freedom.
Tom Zebra Victor 2012.
That's right. You still in the gospel?
Quick.
I'm driving around the peanut now.
All right, so he's hanging out over here.
1450.
Yes, ma'am. You can show the fires completely out. First one will be out of service. All our units are rehabbing.
Make sure it's the
Once you fall together, I'm on Bayou Death Boulevard right now.
GameMirage_Zone says, serious question. If there was to be gunshots, how would they know if fireworks are going on?
Right.
Flash guys for fireworks.
14 advice seconds, what?
Keep in mind, for the next 2 weeks, every call will be gunshots. Until they run out of
Make sure it's the
fireworks.
2017 Chevy, trying Marshall 25. Homes on Lake Jackson, clear road.
So, you shoot something earlier out the back.
Flash guys for fireworks.
Go ahead for Liverpool.
Criminal.
4215.
Countryboy 23,123 says, America.
Are you going to be on the
Let's come out back inside.
Personnel time on this one. And for water.
7, that's clear. 18 is going to remain on scene with 51.
Is it a fast fire, structure fire, or what is it?
39 fireworks.
Bruja 210 says, saw that. Dashing Dasher TX says, should we would keep fireworks for months after a holiday.
Right?
Just to piss off the neighbor's law.
That's good. We'll try and get one truck through to fill it with water, that way we have another water supply.
Have you got an officer available? Come back to
I did not hear a firework. You guys do not hear or see fireworks.
Like 2, I'm looking for Redwater Regional, Hotel 317.
Sometimes you show up to the call, right, and there'll be smoke.
Trevor Watts 596 says we saw nothing.
One year I'd show up and the cops would show up, right, and they'd be like, no, we didn't see no fireworks. The fireworks literally sitting there smoking.
Bayou Preppers 1 says
party.
the hood of the car has reflections of fireworks. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, John, it's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Kim Turner 88 says define fireworks.
Right.
J Boogie 1620 says what a beautiful clear night. Dashing Dasher TX says no fireworks. John just has that flashy neon on Pearl tonight.
Hello, you can check Lieutenant from this level. Back around clearly.
223 notes.
How you guys doing? How are you
J
guys?
Boogie 1620 says I didn't see nothing.
Popping fireworks.
Let's follow him around to the fireworks. How about that?
Hello, you can show me Lieutenant from this location. I'm backing around clearly.
Backing around.
Okay.
3457.
Route to Station 1.
507, copy. Route to Station 1.
Dasher flashing again long. Gamerage _ zone says in the morning. Hey Facebook, did you hear all the gunshots last night? OMG, it was terrible with them. Allhorn's Facebook page in the morning. Dashing Dasher TX says ladies all together now. Hey John, Live Life 4 Fun 20 says I only see the red and blues in front of you, John.
Yeah, and I got
Kim Turner 88 says hey John.
Your signal was weak.
Oh my God, the fireworks last night. My dog was barking all night. Saying. I guess fireworks aren't bad. Come on, man. You're making me lose my cop. You're making me lose my cop.
Amanda BB13 says howdy.
I guess dogs really do hate fireworks. Dogs and babies, I think.
If flyers needed, you can disregard them for now.
Oh, that wasn't. They just popped them right behind her. Oh.
Amanda BB13 says anyone know the number of firework calls versus other calls yet?
Uh-oh, here we go. That's a sparkler, keep going. That's a sparkler. It's a little girl with a sparkler, leave her alone. Leave the little girl alone.
88 says we have Sam every year for a month before bonfire and the 2nd of January.
So they paused.
What did you show this fire out at this location? What was the location of the other one?
Gamerage _ zone says them videos of how a Karen would be on Facebook.
2323 Seabreeze Drive.
And Mom 2024 says my dog hates the
Seabreeze
fireworks.
Drive.
He's been going crazy ever since they've been popping off.
Cody out of Harlington is clear and
Scanner.
James Fury is also going to
Guys, there's 24 people listening to the online scanner.
Expired February of 2025.
RTK _ 1414 says happy 4th. Has it been busy?
Just
Kim
fire.
Turner 88 says problem is we don't report, we just know about it all.
Do you have a radio?
Man, sorry.
Carefree. That's it.
I got traffic stopped on Lion.
I have traffic stopped on Lion.
I see we're lagging a little bit over here, guys.
There's probably the service.
We'll be out of this area in just a second. I see we're yellow.
That's fireworks on the 1,000 block of West 6 and possibly trying to be giant fireworks.
WTXKDD says, oh boy, one can't even enjoy.
2120 Pearson Way, 9120 Pearson Way.
Says, nice pretty red lights on the very nice brake lights and all. WTXKDD says 1.
And possibly West 6. Gonna be giant fireworks. This is the color scheme.
Giant fireworks. See, I think that...
So they were around.
That's there. 2944. Did you have traffic?
Alright, I think we're headed to...
right next to the Tacoholic Pro restaurant on Highway 36.
6th and 5th Street. Large fireworks.
Alright, let's open it up.
Brazoria, fire. Come on, man.
You're out where? Right next to the Tacoholic Pro on 36.
The homeless Nana says, do the cops even do anything about firework calls? I'm sure there are so many.
They usually just warn them the first
Dashing
time.
Dasher TX says, officer, it definitely wasn't a sparkler, it was a giant one. Stream Elements says, thank you for following each underscore PJ89. Kim Turner 88 says, I somewhat agree to silent one for those that served, it could bring back their PTSD. I am the man says, what's going on 36 John?
332 on 523.
Good.
Turning out off.
Gamerage underscore zone says they're going to get to many fireworks calls and the cops will be pissed then they think of a firework ban.
I didn't see no. I thought they put them up when they saw a roadblock. Allegedly.
Bruja 210 says my poor dogs are hiding under the bed. Kim
On standby. You want us to rush or stay on standby?
I don't believe it. Put them away, okay?
Yes, sir. Come back then.
I know. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
What happened now?
How you doing?
Copy that.
Hey, that's typically how it goes. And if they have to come back a second time, that's when they give you a ticket.
4313, go ahead.
Yeah, you'll let it around 6 hours. Control 3.
3, go ahead, please.
One 1503-08712, 1503-08712, 33 male, unhelmeted motorcycle driver, traveling at 40 miles per hour. Currently GCS 14, blood pressure 119 over 70, heart rate 76, respiration is 180, 99% on basal cannula. There's a hematoma to the head. We are.
Last night, good copy. 1503-08712.
241.
Hold on, 1 second.
goes in for Station 3.
Disregard and take the fresh one.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, damn, poor guy.
I see nothing. I see nothing.
The movement says it's quite over here at CN's Villas.
Yeah, to the North Call.
3. I have engine 11 on en route.
Neighbors advising the subjects are in the middle of the road, holding infants, screaming at each other.
Where's that at?
There.
That's county.
Show me the road to the road sharing call.
Angie 416 says, so can one not do fireworks there?
I know they're
Bayou
not.
Preppers 1 says they didn't decorate this year with full LED lights.
No, you're a criminal if you do fireworks.
Bayou Preppers 1 says in my neighborhood.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. We'll be clear. This first call on 192 will be hitting the sea breeze.
5 lifting for North Fuel, 3 on board, 1+26 on fuel, and
Bruja 210 says my neighbor's firework display is lasting longer than my city's.
Heavy lifting.
It's always that one neighbor.
2028. There's no 29. Liverpool Brush 1 to Liverpool Engine 1, BC Fire 1.
Clear for ending mileage.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. We will be switching to the call at 4323.
Kim Turner 88 says you pretty street lights law. Angie 416 says, wow, the city does our fireworks show here.
94489.
WTXKDD says to the Karens and Bootlicker thing, this is only for criminals.
1450.
Dashing Dasher TX says, no, John, you're wrong. You're a criminal if you get caught.
That's right.
Until then, you allegedly were shooting fireworks.
Right.
RTK_1414 says, we are visiting family in Ia and someone has been shooting them dead.
Alright, these guys.
1450.
Yes, ma'am. All units will be clear back in service.
Bruja 210 says they have non-stop. For 2.5 hours, they have people parked all over the street and the city's lasted 15 minutes.
David Williams, 8251, David Williams, Sam, 2521, Great Toyota. Couple.
What's hiding over here?
Doing my driving. It was David Williams, Sam 2551, David Williams, Sam 2552, Gray Toyota at College in Concord.
Alright, so these firework calls will get less and less as the night goes on, so then we can do our regular show.
Houston, Andrew Floyd. Jose Montani services outstanding. He says they're going out of Harris County, Precinct 4. Phone number is going to be 281-376-3472.
David Young, 8165, William David Young, 8165, stand by for
Dashing Dasher TX says, let's see who I can piss if in here. Go Astros. LMAO. Trevor Watts 596 says we don't see anything, John. Bruja 210 says the city's grand finale can't compare to what he started with. Trevor Watts 596 says go Astros. Been an Astros fan for a long time.
1200 block.
WTXKDD says 32 people online scanning.
You can put that record driving and holding. I'm getting around to that meter as well.
Hamilton Fire Department, Hamilton Fire Department. You get on to Jimmy Phillips Boulevard and Britt Bailey Boulevard, Jimmy Phillips Boulevard.
Kim Turner 88 says you look these man.
passenger was unknown. 2243, WP 158.
Bruja 210 says, hey, I know the guy. Trevor Watts 596 says, hi, I'll go ask him.
Boulevard and Bruce Bailey Boulevard, J. Phillips Boulevard and Bruce Bailey Boulevard for a major accident involving entrapment. Possibly 2 patients at this time. One is going to be a teenager with unknown injuries. Ambulance to be cleared 2243, WP White 258.
Dashing Dasher TX says 18 to 1 Astros in the top.
Q2 is back to station, ready for call.
Turn on Bell Street.
How else did they say that was again?
Jim Turner 88 says, who's Asters for an English person?
38744521.
There are the Houston baseball team.
Where is he?
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, John, let's go to that park.
3, this is itinerary under control.
What was the address again?
We're 10-4. 5606 under that.
Clear, fire.
Do we know the status of the entrapment patient? Conscious, unconscious?
We're going to show engine 1 en route to 4323, please.
We're getting this from county. As soon as somebody arrives on scene, we'll be able to check.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, I don't
That's clear, thank you,
remember.
ma'am.
5606 over
Live
that.
4 Fun 20 says it's an MDA.
Yep, I know that. With entrapment.
Rush 2 en route to 2.
I think it said Jimmy Phillips Road.
Rush 2 clear.
Here's a medic order.
Medic order.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says yes.
Rush 2 clear.
Fireworks here. Clear with fire. First one in that area you're trying to locate.
Big Dave BCTX says 521 at 35. Watts 596 says, now I'm from North Carolina and I love the Astors.
Jimmy Clarkson, 35 and Jimmy Phillips.
And associates ambulance chasers accident.
Yeah, guys, there's 31 people listening to the scanner. They'll do the same thing on New Year's Eve.
Last name's Gonzalez, George Ocean, Nora, Zebra, Adam, Lincoln, Edward. It's going to be Lily, Lincoln, Ida, Lincoln, Ida, Edward, 315 and 96. Sorry, excuse me.
I needed to restart it, but there were too many people on it. I didn't want to knock them off.
You cut out. What's the date of birth?
319 and 96.
Here.
Confirmed on the 2013, next spring, February of 26. Harbor, out of Lake Texas, clear route, about 20
I didn't advise on you about that.
23 read buzz, or what's the part of the traffic?
I'm going to attempt to make contact at 211 Almond.
Insurance confirmed on the 2013, Hyundai spring, February of 26. Harbor, out of Lake Jackson, is clear and valid. Be advised, she is in the half condition of one.
23, can you re-advise the last part of the traffic?
23 read buzz, or left
At
part of that traffic.
1961 says Mariners.
23, advice she's out on bond.
Station 1 has 7 on standby.
69-year-old male with chest pains and injury to his
He
arm.
was asking the owner about that he has lost, and the second we walked down the lobby,
223, can you re-advise the last part of your traffic?
Can't find his bag. He's requesting an officer.
What? Can't find his dad.
TT Cat 1961 says
checking your
no.
status. They're about a bag that he has lost, and the second he walked out of the lobby, they basically locked him out, and he can't find his bag. He's requesting an officer.
Oh, bag. He can't find his bag.
Yes, ma'am. Did they have to advise that the wreck was on 35?
Well, we can tell the full deal status current clear all the way.
That's clear. Did you get a return on the other deal?
Stand by now.
That's clear. Thank you so much.
Okay, now I have less interest in that call. Lost his bag. I thought he said he lost his dad.
Good.
I was gonna help him find his dad.
So I'm gonna be en route to the Wilson Bridge.
Wilson Bridge? Why are you en route to the Wilson Bridge?
Eligible current showing 99 out of Harris County for looks like family violence listed as violent tendencies. He's showing 99 out of this agency for KB's profile speeding, and he has some suspect.
Not fair, thank you.
Is that for fuel?
I have a fuel. Fifty nine, come through fire.
Delmacoper says, John, have you made any calls since you went live?
Yes.
WTXKDD says, food en route to a bridge.
Yeah, that's right up ahead.
59, copy of fire. 2914 Joshua Tree Lanes, trash can in the garage is on fire. Has fireworks in it.
That's all there.
51-6, so I'm gonna have a adult black male, knee pain and side chest pain, and the other vehicle as well.
Bruno 210 says, guess I brought chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies for the trunk. Dasher isn't allowed any since he wants to put me in timeout.
Left, you want clear?
Engine 4 clear, southbound line.
L. Davis 95 says, can a local call the non-emergency number and tell them they can't all talk at the same time?
Yeah, please.
5415 to 5402. Navigate to Brazoria.
Laid off janitor says 5,000.
Thank you so much.
Element says laid off janitor just cheered 5,000 bits.
Thank you so much for that.
991 says there's free food pumps at College Park by Bucky's on one car.
Yeah, Waterburger, 28 to the out of
Rev 1978 says
It's going to be 352679 Edward, 352679
I'm getting ready for school season. No cookies for me, Mom.
Alright, we got a call.
The rescue one's on thing.
I'm definitely going to be up for a minute. Stream Element says Iceman NYR just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you so much.
Were you clear to definitely?
Houston 2 David 901, good.
You should clear the hospital en route to another major on State Highway 35 and FM 521.
Man to the rescue says this night is
5606, I'm on good.
David 901, receive.
WTXKDD says we are on a mission tonight. Turner 88 says 36 people on right here.
I told you. I told you guys.
1413.
Okay, Schneider.
The police. Hello? Yes.
545 engine 11,
Jail
disregard. Alvin, all fire units clear the scene, back in service. Stanbury's got it under control.
WTXKDD says by the night over John Doe at Light 45.
behind Union right there, by the way.
WTXKD.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to tell them to go over to Twitch.
Well, Union right here on the front line.
23. The 28 Ram did like two vehicles, a 24 Toyota and an 18 Ford. Can you advise which? 23.
It's going to be the 18 Ford.
WTXKDD says I see lights.
The 28 Ram did like two vehicles, a 24 Toyota and an 18 Ford. Can you advise which?
How you doing? Hey, that's one of the new plates. I think. No, that's a Montana plate. That's a Montana plate. You can't have Montana plates include.
October 25, Castellano, LA Jackson, Clear Valley.
The homeless Nana says, and certainly not on the 4th.
That's right.
Trevor Watts 596 says there's 3 crew cops at College Park by Buc-ee's on one car is what somebody said, John.
Gotcha. How you doing, man? This is my job, man. Luckily, I get to spend all day with my family every day.
Yeah, you're good on the insurance. This is your license, okay? This is just a warning. There's nothing you have to do with it, okay? Like I said, just try to stop at the stop sign, okay? And then make the turn, all right? Y'all be safe, all right?
Have a great night.
You too, John.
All right, let's go to that College Park call now.
Bayou Preppers 1 says I just got a video call from who knows but his you-know-what was in his hand.
Brush 3507, you can go ahead and release all the standby.
Clear.
503 clear.
I have you guys to spend my 4th of July with. Thank you very much, sir.
Utility something.
The homeless Nana says fabulous morning Friday. Bayou Preppers 1 says so I gave my son the phone and walked away.
627
That's clear. Eisenhart out of Freeport's clear and valid. Insurance determined speed limit.
272-8962, 2728-3962. Rise at the back.
Let's put this back up here. Let's go see if there's anything happening over there.
Bruno 210 says the nerve to bother those people when he should be chasing fireworks. WTXKDD says he mad he got work for us.
3962, 2728-3962. Rise at the passenger square.
Okay. Cool, she's gonna be clear, Valor.
Total 6, it's going to be at 226 and 228 of 11th and a half Street.
Bayou Preppers 1 says he wanted to show and tell, so I gave my phone to my son-in-law and walked away. The guy hung up fast.
Cool, she's gonna be clear, Valor.
10-4, the vehicle's going to be turned over to her.
Alright, sounds like they arrested somebody. According to Botrix, our fighters should be fixed tonight. They gave me some settings to change. We'll see.
That is clear and valid. Insurance verified manually on a 2020 Buick.
So hopefully our fighters work.
39, you good? Verified manually on a 2020 Buick.
Laid off janitor says please don't let us down.
I know.
18, that case number is going to be 25-0774, 25-0774.
According to them, it was my settings, so we'll see.
7504.
18, case number, please.
Go ahead. 18, that case number is going to be 25-0774, 25-0774.
BCS 0425 traffic.
7504.
Being at the 2400 block of Highway on the Sands.
5 at North Face.
3903, red.
5 at North Face.
78 shooting, show me 10-8, carrying over 4.
Bayou Preppers 1 says lol right.
Shooting, show me 10-8, carrying over 4.
Next case number, please.
All right, we've been sitting here how long? How long have we been sitting here?
1325-0600,
This light has to be broke.
25-0600.
Or somebody needs to pull up to trigger.
09, yes.
Turner 88 says told people to come over here lol from YT.
Oh.
Deactivated.
Thank you.
Sarah SL Max says happy 4th everyone.
Happy 4th of July. I don't
Trevor
know.
Watts 596 says turn green light.
Like, we've been sitting here forever. Like, I'm not going to sit here much longer. I'm kind of trapped.
09, yes, you red consent.
All right, so it sounds like that call at Bucky's, we probably
Sarah
missed.
SL Max says green light please EE.
This is silly. Now I can't even back up because there's someone behind me.
Number 2, the LoJack code is being deactivated.
J Boogie 1620 says that Jeeps need to scoot up.
Yeah,
I am the man says just pass it. Dashing Dasher TX says they're not close enough to the sensor.
I know.
102, I can.
I'm thinking it's right
Man
now.
says flash your lights at him,
The
John.
LoJack code is being deactivated.
I can't go anywhere. There's a truck behind me now, too.
Mertz Gold 2 Chain says happy 4th all you beauties.
How long have we been here? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
Houston 102, I can hear you on the main channel. You're
J
not
Boogie
hearing me.
1620 says scoot
But
up
the
at will.
LoJack
I
code is
can't.
deactivated.
There's a truck in front of me.
Kim Turner 88 says 10 minutes.
Receive. I had to select air ops in order
I am the
for you
man
to hear
says
me.
the one light is green again. Sarah SL Max says a
41,
decade.
next call, please.
Hey __ Jesse says happy 4th of July everyone.
Will do. Thank you.
Bruiser 210 says since last night.
We've been here about 30 or 40 minutes, right?
J Boogie 1620 says there you go made them scoot up. Dashing Dasher TX says 10 years.
46.4. Patient's report Jesus is 15. Blood pressure is 120/73. Sinus 80. Respirations 16. Sat 9 or 7%. On room air.
And the man says still red.
Approximately 17 minutes.
That GB's...
Alex 13 _ FPS says happy 4th John. Any action yet tonight?
Yes.
Trevor Watts 596 says John are we ever gonna get to go?
I don't know.
Sarah SL Max says definitely broken.
7504 traffic.
WTXKDD says bruh. Kim Turner 88 says scoot up again mister.
54
I need
True
this
Element
Jeep to
says
pull up.
thank you for following vehicles. Hey _ Jesse says that light is always messed up. WTXKDD says land of the free. J Boogie 1620 says the Jeep still ain't moved up. Wow. Sarah SL Max says land of the longest red light in history. Chiquita 3K says happy 4th everyone. Mertz Gold 2 Chain says those are the red lights where I look left, right, behind, and go.
Yeah.
What are you gonna call me?
Silverino TV says buddy just had to break the law. J Boogie 1620 says lol, there we go lol. Pink Love 2345 says wow haha, he wasn't close enough.
No, that Jeep was like a mile back.
Traffic. The trailer with no plates.
That truck plate's going to be Robert Paul Charles, 912 Robert Paul Charles, 9.
I think the stop where everybody was out at Buc-ee's, I think it was a DUI stop.
We are white Honda Civic, qualified vehicle registered sidewalk.
And they turned the car over to someone else, and they arrested somebody, I believe. But we were stuck at a light, so.
Can I get you around this reckless driving call? It's going to be a white Honda Civic, caller advised the vehicle wrecked into a sidewalk. It's still going.
J Boogie 1620 says damn light and Jeep.
Setting 266.
84180057.
I started to get out and start directing traffic.
That's clear. What?
8418005784. Last name is
That's clear.
Well, they're all 332 just past the 288B exit on the shoulder.
Trevor Watts 596 says it's almost time.
Go to the point. Victor Charles 9700. Great. How many? Junior, white, non-blank, now out of the building, current test, clear, class B, current 75 or 2050. Numerous entries, 29, clear, 28. Like contact attention.
Suspected Billy Bob Staples Jr., white, non-Hispanic male out of Astoria. Current status is clear. Class B, current 75.
Someone's actual name is Billy Bob.
Numerous entries, 1029, local clear, 28 suspected 2020 Ram pickup.
Junior?
Color, firing at 26, Billy Bob Staples.
Alex 13_FPS says what kind of action you get so far tonight. Trevor Watts 596 says Billy Bob lol.
Mostly just firework calls so far.
You can show us something off of Conroe, head back to base. We got 3 cells on board, 1 plus 50 on the fuel. Give us about 12 minutes en route.
I wish my name was Billy Bob, kinda.
Angie 416 says LOL.
I think it was Billy Bob. And then last name and then Junior.
Bruva 210 says William Robert. Alex 13_FPS says Surfside working tonight. Shaggy Stoner 4994 says Jimmy Jack. I am the man says Bill Bob John.
The third.
Houston, Charles, there for you checking your status.
Bandmom 2024 says Billy Bob Jones is what my daughter named her to the law.
In 2 David 214.
Vehicle and drive off.
Oh no, it's going to be out via public service.
Or I'm doing the turnaround at Dow Bridge. I entered 332 at Main and didn't see anybody.
332 in Maine, up here.
Bruva 210 says I met a person who was really named Budweiser.
214, received.
23, the guys are coming from Surfside.
Gal Bridge, I entered 332 at Maze.
Next division. This is the one that Frankie's supposed to be at.
23, the guys are coming from Surfside.
They're driving off now.
Past the 288.
Trevor Watts 596 says, hey, we can hear you, Billy Bob Grant.
They get a 28 on
WSAU 705 Central, can I get you out to Highway 35 and 521? Highway 35 and 521, county's requesting assistance for a major. There are 2 additional ambulances on scene and no injuries.
Is that behind?
WSAU 705 Central, can I get you out to Highway 35?
What's on the hood of my car? It's a phone holder. Sometimes I put you guys out there.
I got is Boy, Adam, David, Tom, you, correction, Zero,
Mom 2024 says because in band the kids give their instruments funny names from what I've heard.
Punches do have hazards on and falling behind that vehicle.
Running for Jesus says, John, did you see Clue PD's statement about the other night?
Yes, I made him put that out because I called and asked him for a statement. Yeah, there was a few things missing from the statement. I also saw the family member that contacted me. I saw their Facebook post too. Anybody see that?
Complainants don't have his hazards on and falling behind that vehicle.
Border, she just advised they're stopped on the side of the road.
Ryan 152793 says, John, let's shoot firework off. Shaggy Stoner 4994 says he puts us out there when we misbehave at gas stations.
Fuck you.
Trevor Watts 596 says I'm ready to see if the fighters are working.
That's good. Hopefully they're fixed today. So I had to slow down because what an asshole, man.
Kim Turner 88 says, John, I've put link in YT and it's deleted. Angie 416 says no. Running 4 Jesus says I've seen the comments on it that is so sad.
She's advising she can see a railroad car.
See a railroad car,
But they're on the side of the road coming from Circle 332.
That's clear. If they're by Shintech, that's not going to be in our jurisdiction.
2312, be advised, they're going to be past Shintech. She's advising she can see a railroad car, but they're on the side of the road coming from Surfside on 332.
That's clear. If they're by Shintech, that's not going to be in our jurisdiction.
Ryan 15279 says, God, you play bitch.
Go ahead. I have a patient report when you're ready for it. Go ahead. Patient's going to be a 69-year-old female. Chief complaint's going to be left shoulder pain, unable to bear weight on it. She was the restrained passenger of a motor vehicle collision. She is out walking, looting, A&O times 4 at this time. When you arrive, you're going to come up behind the Angleton ambulance and we'll direct you to your patient. Any questions? We're on our way.
That's a lot of information.
Thank you so much. Can you provide it?
Angie 416 says, I'm sure the family of that guy had a lot to say.
Yeah. 332 eastbound.
Sir, thank you guys so much.
12 thing traffic got scut over.
I am the man says where that call at John.
Go ahead, sir.
Ryan 15279
says, where you going?
23.
No,
35, one soul on board, 2 hours and 35 minutes fuel.
Don't try this turn at home.
12:56 on board, 2 hours 35 fuel.
I'm trying to. So.
Boy Adam David.
There was.
Mary Adam Robert Union. Boy Adam David. Mary Adam Robert Union.
Negative, memo. I'll call it off of that.
That's 06 has checked out with you. Shoot back to the phone.
I'm here with 06 by the PD.
Bruja 210 says didn't see anything.
Mary Adam, Robert Union.
All right, guys, let's go to Kick. Make sure you're following me over there. Make sure you follow me right there. That's where we're going to go.
Well, I'm not getting a return on that vehicle.
Let me make sure I can contact.
Trevor Watch 596 says Kick is BC scanner. Kron's Gamer says see ya there.
See ya, guys.
Ashley 0084 says see you there.
David Victor Tom Mary David. David Victor Tom Mary David.
Well, I'm not getting a return on that vehicle.